Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
Yeah, I'm actually amazed that we're all friends.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill road.
What is going on? Welcome to Take on the World with
John,
Katie.
and Mike.
if you like the smell of chewing tobacco and cow shit squishing up between your toes, you come to the right place.
Oh, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. Every week you got a different name, too. What happened to Sue?
Sue's gone.
She's gone?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Another one took off on you?
Mm-hmm. Who was the last one?
Sue. Natalie.
Natalie.
Yeah.
So how'd that go? How'd that breakup go?
Smooth.
Yeah, good. It's always good when breakups go smooth because otherwise they really fucking
Can
suck.
we just not talk about this?
Hey.
Honestly, it's probably better if we don't.
Come to the relationship hour. Who was that chick at nighttime, though?
That was Dr.
Honestly, I feel like we did a relationship hour.
She did sexually speaking with Dr.
Sue.
Ruth.
Was Sue?
It was Ruth.
Ruth Munster.
No. Fuck you, Ruth.
Ruth Munster.
No, it was a German name.
Munster.
Munster.
Fuck you both.
Mike.
Ruth Chatty.
No, Ruth, Somethingheimer.
Fuckenheimer. I don't know, man. I don't know.
If I had internet, I'd look it up, but I don't.
Are you fucking done? I gave you the internet password 2 weeks ago. I'm sick of your fucking excuses.
Westheimer.
You're such a fucking man.
Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Westheimer.
Yeah. Okay, I got internet, so stop.
Nobody kills. I don't kill.
So this week, John,
my favorite subject,
had the bright idea that we were going to do ancient astronaut theory, which...
No, he had the idea that our topic would be ancient aliens,
ancient
which is a show on History Channel for everybody who doesn't know.
That's
but
true.
the topic is so fucking broad
It's
that
not really broad. It's very narrow.
Nobody could actually get into researching it.
It's narrow like your brain.
Actually, I'm going to tell you, John, every time I tried to research this, I fell asleep. I just fell asleep.
Every time I researched it, I just realized I was
I want to tell you something. I would put Ancient Aliens on to fall asleep. I could never make it.
He would, like, legitimately. He'd be like, let's watch Ancient Aliens. I'm like, okay. 5 minutes later, John was like...
Well, the first couple, seasons were really good and make you think, and then
it's a broad term, really good.
That's what she said.
They started getting really crazy with the shit and trying to relate everything to Ancient Aliens. I'm like, so it kind of got a little too crazy for me.
I did find a couple things when I was looking it up that interested me. One of them was some of the hieroglyphs.
But the alien penis, that interested you?
No.
You know about the alien penis. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks. No, and then I found some stuff that, I didn't think you would go in that direction, but I definitely would.
Did it have to do with dicks?
What direction?
No, he would go that way.
He would absolutely go that way.
Aliens have dicks?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't think they do.
You're the penis expert here.
I don't think they do. This is why they're gray, because they all adapted to living in outer space. They can't, allegedly slimy. So why would they need a penis?
Actually, I would appreciate somebody who's slimy. That means that for once, I don't have to get turned on first. 10-4.
Moving on, please.
All right, so what do you got? What kind of crazy shit you going to blow my mind with this week?
Well, explain first what ancient astronaut theory is or ancient aliens. Explain to the viewers because you're really the only one who's got a grasp on this penis.
Okay. So
a thick grip with 2 hands. I'm stroking.
Uh-oh. It sings.
You did. A yodeling penis. That's nice.
A yodeling alien penis. All right, so without getting too scientifical, my understanding of ancient aliens, or ancient, what did you say, ancient astronaut theory?
That's what you originally...
Yeah, this is all you. This is your podcast.
Okay, so it's that we were just a bunch of mindless, I don't know.
Can I give you the definition that I found?
Oh, no.
Because you're not really good at telling a story.
Let me fuck this up first.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I will murder you both.
I'm just sitting here waiting.
Penis.
You can't murder me in my own house. My neighbor would know.
He left. That's 2 podcasts where nobody's interrupting you, and you get so flustered you threaten violence on us.
Not cool.
Listen, I will fucking bite your nose off.
Kinky.
Hannibal Lecter style.
That sounds like a good time.
Y'all squared.
So apparently, superior race called the Anunnaki from another planet, another solar system, came down to this Earth and used the human form, mated with them to make a worker race to mine gold for their spaceships
You
and
almost
shit.
said a worker bee.
I did. I
How
almost
did
said
they mate with
worker
them
bee.
but didn't have penises?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they do.
Because girl sex is hot.
Maybe they just like, boom, you're pregnant, bitch.
Exactly. I thought you were
I
pregnant, so
thought
guess
you-
what you are.
I mind impregnated you.
I mind impregnated you.
It's like when you walk around a Walmart and
You want to get pregnant by anything that walks around a Walmart, and you are the problem.
You probably take it right in the ass.
Jojo.
You probably
Poor
take it
Jojo.
right in the fucking ass.
Jojo! Where's your mama?
The definition I have here is, in short, it is the notion that extraterrestrials visitors came to Earth in the distant past, intentionally or not, shaping human history as they did.
Yes, mine was a little more.
Almost what you said, but not even close.
Yeah, the Anunnaki. It's actually written down in scripture.
What scripture?
Not scripture, but it's
In script?
It's called
No,
John.
it was
6969. Takes it right in the ass.
It was cuneiform writing. I can't remember what the actual civilization was that wrote it down. God damn it! But yeah, so apparently they came down here, mated with our race to make a super race, and then they left. But it's weird, like, why the fuck would people write that down? Chisel that in the stones.
If I had a good time, I'd put it in stone too.
I bet you would.
Only if I was drunk. Last night I fucked this guy. He was from another planet.
Or chick, either.
Oh, yeah, actually, a chick would be great.
Either one.
I fucked this chick last night. She had 3 tits and awesome fingers.
3 tits.
So,
Great movie.
the Earth is how old? 4.5
It's
billion years?
as old as Winston Churchill.
So 4.5
Who
billion
was the
years.
46th president of the United States? I
Well,
don't care. I don't care.
Turn on that light for the film.
I was just thinking that. Maybe we should get some better lighting. Because some
Maybe some
people
dark
like when the
clouds.
lighting's better.
hit the lights.
I actually like when people see me as a dark blob. I look more attractive. And
Wrong light.
she was wrong. You have to pull a pull string.
Full string. There you go. Whoa!
Oh my god!
And God said, "Let there be light."
So
And he said,
the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. When did these ancient aliens come, and why did they leave?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
So, according to ancient aliens, they were only here for a short time, maybe 100 years, 200 years, and left because they acquired all the ore that they needed for their spaceships and whatnot.
Okay.
Or whatever they had run out on their home planet, they found it here and they needed it.
So because ancient aliens in itself was so boring to me, we all discussed on just doing aliens in general.
honestly, it was so boring to me too.
It's
The
gonna be a
research I've
fucked up
done is 0
episode.
to none.
So we'll expand in other things, but here's some of the things that I found on ancient aliens. One of the things I found was that the ancient astronauts or ancient aliens were racist. And you know this because they only visited cultures of brown people.
I don't know where
You
you found
mean
that.
brown, like,
Skin not as white as yours or mine.
I don't know where you found that.
So, well, here's the thing. They supposedly visited Egypt,
Mhm.
China,
Egypt had some brown
China.
colored people. Scholars. I don't know that word
the
even
pre-Inca, the Inca, the Aztecs, and the Maya.
So all those were legitimately like darker skinned people.
Yes. So how come they didn't visit the ancient Greeks? That's one of the things that came up.
Because their skin was olive. And green is a sign of infection.
Not the ancient Greens, the ancient Greeks.
That's what I'm saying. Their
well, I
skin was
think
olive.
you're civilization isn't as old as the other one.
Yes, the Parthenon was built in the same time period that some of the Aztec ruins were built.
Oh my God, I have no idea what the Parthenon
Well,
means.
I'm gonna throw out a blanket statement there and say that for me, there's no doubt that there's some really weird shit that was done that long ago, like the Nazca lines. You ever hear that?
Yes.
Just the pyramids themselves. Like, why would you?
I'm sorry.
Well, you mentioned the pyramids, and that was one of the questions I had that made me question my thinking this was a very stupid topic.
I don't even know.
All of these cultures that I mentioned all have pyramid-like structures in their culture.
Yeah,
the pyramids aren't all the same. They don't all do the same thing, but they all have these, and they were in different parts of the world. The Egyptians were not close to the Incas.
Well, I mean, even if you and they didn't have contact with each other.
That's what I'm saying.
So even if you don't believe in ancient astronauts or ancient aliens, you can't deny that there's some pretty crazy shit in these cultures.
True.
But all of the pyramids in Mesopotamia, Mesoamerica, Egypt, China, Spain, Nigeria, Sudan, and India all had different meanings. None of them had the same purpose. Some of them were for human sacrifice.
Well,
some of them were for worshiping gods.
They still don't know what the Egyptian pyramids'
They're tombs.
purpose were. No, they're not.
They're tombs.
They said they never found a body in.
This is from my research on your dumb topic.
I'm going to dispute that.
Egypt built pyramids for tombs.
Yes, but that is no longer the accepted.
But Egypt did build pyramids.
Yes, they did. Why would you build this thing that's set for one fucking guy?
Because he was a god. All the Egyptian pharaohs were gods on earth.
Well, whatever
They were.
I've read things and saw things that they said there was never any proof that there was a king or a body in there at all.
Yeah, but they had
He's
certain.
fact checking you now.
No. He's not even fact checking you. They had certain ways of burying people that they thought were, of royalty.
Okay, so do you know what the Mayan pyramids were for?
There's a lot of
the
like
Aztecs and
astronomical.
stuff like that?
No, the Mayans.
For like
That was moon based. I feel like that was like
It was a calendar and date.
I was gonna say that was moon based, calendar based. A lot of their stuff was based off of astrological symbols.
The Aztecs built them for human sacrifice.
Aztecs?
Yes.
Aztecs sound like my people.
Human sacrifice. Indonesian pyramids were a peaceful place with narrow staircases only for priests.
Why narrow staircases only for priests?
They're skinny.
I feel like
Skinny
priests
people.
like narrow staircases.
Not only were they racist, but they were against fat people too.
Great.
They
They
didn't
didn't like any of us.
I'm screwed.
Fuck.
But I don't know. The Egyptian pyramids really fascinate me because nobody can explain how they were made.
But the fucked up thing about how they're made is
They're made by ancient Egyptians.
each one of those stones is either 2 ton. They're 2 ton to 50 ton.
Mm-hmm.
But the stones were not mined in place.
No,
they were mined on the other side of the Nile.
miles away.
Yeah, and supposedly there wasn't the wheel then, which I thought
that's bullshit.
Well, that's what you're saying.
What the fuck are you using to fact check?
Not Wikipedia.
Well, okay, so here's another one. They surmise that they somehow re-diverted the Nile over to where those pyramids are and used a boat to float these massive stones up and push them into place.
You ever see the Nile?
Yeah, it's huge.
You ever see how the rapids are?
Yeah.
How you getting them fucking stones down that?
And, there's a guy called, named Christopher Dunn. Did you ever hear him?
Yes.
Brooks and Dunn.
And
what are you doing?
He's
I just turned my sound off for a bit.
I don't know, I think he's like a mechanical engineer or something. So he's very biased in the fact that he doesn't give any explanations. He'll go to. So most people believe that we're not even on ancient aliens or whatever. We're just talking about the goddamn pyramids. But so a lot of people believe
the goddamn pyramids.
The goddamn pyramids. So a lot of people think that they used slaves to build that. And that's absolutely wrong because they did archaeological digs.
Because they were all volunteers?
That's what they said, yes.
Okay, I'm sure.
No, listen to this. This will change your mind.
Let my people go, bro.
So they.
Very Tubman. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going. It's bad when you interrupt him.
Yes, because you do it like fucking all the time.
We do. Congratulations. Keep going.
I'm gonna upend this table.
I never interrupt Katie though.
You have to interrupt yourself. Let's just change the subject. I'm done talking about this.
The pyramids. I thought we were doing great with the pyramids.
It wasn't slaves. Continue. We're sorry. I apologize for our rudeness.
What is this actual topic?
I don't know. Aliens.
Ancient aliens.
Built the fucking pyramids.
John gets mad.
They did an archaeological dig.
Alright, okay. Honestly,
we promise not to interrupt you again.
We promise.
No, I don't care. Move on. I'm done.
Not slaves. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Go ahead.
I'm going to lock myself in the basement like a big baby.
I wouldn't. It's a little dry down there. Your nose might bleed. People are waiting. Alrighty. Anyway, continue on the path you were going down.
No.
I said I'm
Scratch your vagina on the chair and let's continue.
No.
Please.
No, don't do it despite you guys. No.
Oh.
I'm not falling down the same trap.
Is it because
there's no trap? There'll be no interruptions.
I don't have any more Mountain Dew slushy in my cup. I can't.
Go ahead, John.
We waiting on you, B. I can feel his leg vibrating from over here. Can the camera see that? Can the camera see his leg shaking?
The whole fucking house is shaking.
Anyway, keep going.
So pissed off.
Keep going.
Sorry.
We will not interrupt you. Go.
So you think they were slaves?
Yes, I do.
Well, I guess it all depends what period, because maybe they weren't slaves at some
Ancient
period.
Egyptian.
Okay, well, the Egyptians built pyramids for hundreds of years.
Right, but do you think they did it like inmates, so like for $1 a day? Or do you think that they did it, like, why would people just volunteer to do work? Why would people volunteer to do that much physical labor?
It was for the gods.
They did archaeological digs next to the pyramids where the slaves were. Good call. Where the alleged slaves were. And there was the big mass toilet in there. And they dug it up, and they found that, they actually ate really good food. They had access to meat, corn.
Corn is a resource.
I'm going to punch somebody.
Let it be me.
And they found evidence of they had broken arms, broken legs, and they were actually healed properly, like they were taken care of.
What?
So, if you were a slave, you're not going to be eating well, and they're not going to fucking repair your broken bones.
Yeah, they would, though.
But they want you to work.
They wouldn't.
I was going to say, so they want you to work.
So they went through some ancient poop, and that's their theory that, these weren't slaves because they ate well.
Were set properly because the calcium.
And they dug up their quarters where they slept, and they said it was like, yeah, they weren't slaves. So they were slaves that were treated well?
Voluntarily. But you know what, though? I can believe that. If somebody convinces you that this is the way, this is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I mean, you said that they built this big pyramid for a god, and they claim that that's why they...
What was I going to say?
Like, that's our god. We're going to take care of him. We want to build this.
So you're saying the Bible is lying about the Jews being enslaved?
I can't even tell you. Listen, I'm not going to lie.
Moses, bro.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, I apologize.
I was baptized Lutheran, okay?
Me too.
I grew up in a Christian setting. But the more that I read and the more that I learn about religion, the Roman Catholic Church has to blame for a lot of things getting misconstrued.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the Roman Catholic religion, I know we don't do religion and politics on this podcast, but what I'm saying to you is that the Roman Catholic Church, along with hallucinogenic drugs, has a lot to blame for the reason why people go to church every Sunday. And we're not going to get into it, because we don't do politics and religion. However, I'm just saying, shut your whore mouth. I'm just saying
I don't want to get on this subject.
No. Listen, people built those pyramids not as slaves. Oh, but it's okay for John to interrupt anybody who wants to say something now. Ladies and gentlemen, John Michael.
Singing alien beat.
This is the time where I hate our dynamic. Just saying that religion might have not had anything to do with this. They were not slaves. They were brainwashed into thinking, if you build it, they will come. Just saying. There was a movie about that, and a lot of people watched it. If you build it, they will come.
I've been there.
You got cum all over your face?
That's what she said.
She didn't say.
Why are we talking about more modern alien stuff?
Well, here's what, when I was delving into this, I found something that I found very interesting. It was not UFOs.
USOs.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
That was some cool shit.
Yeah.
You know what a USO is?
She's looking up on her phone right now. I'm sure of it.
Unidentified submerged object.
Oh, great. Now there's things under the water. Fabulous.
What is the
a year ago, I had my dog in a pool.
What is the percentage of the ocean that is unexplored? Like
90?
65.
90.
65.
I'm going to fact check that.
Alexa.
Real time.
What percentage of the ocean is unexplored?
The noun percentage is usually defined as a rate or proportion of 100.
Oh, that's close.
Alexa, what percentage of the ocean is unexplored?
According to an Alexa answers contributor, we have explored less than 5% of the ocean.
Less than 5%.
So 95%.
So 94.8% of the ocean has been explored.
So, no. They've explored less than 5%. So 95% has not been explored.
Less than 95.6% of the ocean is left unexplored.
That is insane.
So when one of us said 90 and the other said 60, who would be more right?
The person who said none. John, he wins because he's just the fucking.
I brought the topic up. But that just goes to show you how big our oceans are.
Admit that I was right.
I can't.
Okay.
Considering that, when you look at our military and other militaries, how involved with the ocean they have, the big ships they have, the trips they make.
You mean submarines?
And we've only explored less than 5%.
Did you
don't know what the hell's down there.
Did you see the picture that looks like the Millennium Falcon underwater?
Yes, the Baltic Sea anomaly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on with that because it was years ago the guy dove down there, found this fucking thing, and whatever it is, it looks like there's a...
It looks like it crashed.
It crashed. You
yeah.
can see like a long skid mark behind it.
It's weird.
And then, boom, it's this gigantic freaking Millennium Falcon.
Sounds like every day at work for me.
They dove down there, found it, and the guy came up and he's like, yeah, we're going to get money to go down there and explore it and really find out what it is, and then you never heard another fucking thing about it ever again.
Supposedly the radar they used was a lateral radar, and it didn't take a very good image of it, and supposedly it's been debunked. I don't know. I'm saying I look at it and I see the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, you really can't find too much information on it. So maybe they did and they decided like, it ain't worth going on there to look at.
So overall, where do you stand on aliens?
I think they exist.
I think they're here.
I absolutely think they exist.
Yep.
I think we would be ignorant to say that there's not another planet out there that's inhabited, that they're more advanced than us. I think that would be hubris in the worst way.
Listen, you had back in the 50s that Roswell crash. The guy, the Air Force,
Good fingers.
The guy went over there to look at it was in the Air Force, and he brought back what he called this looked like tinfoil, but
yeah, and they crumble it up, and it would flatten itself back out.
It went back to its original shape. No,
you ever heard that? That was so cool.
Is that like
it was in
aluminum?
Aluminium.
It was in. It was in the paper.
You're talking about the Star Trek shit.
Transparent aluminum.
Transparent aluminum.
No, it was not transparent.
Aluminium. No, I think it might have been.
It was in the newspaper, front page of the newspaper, and the next day the U.S. Air Force denounced it and said, "Oh, there's a weather balloon." Yeah, swamp gas.
And then Area 51 came up. But have you ever heard of Area 52?
No, sir. No, sir.
I was doing my research because that's what I do. I found there's an Area 52 which is even more top secret than Area 51.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is that Papoose Lake?
I don't know.
That's where Bob Lazar worked. But so you have that commander of that naval warship. You don't remember his name?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
I still haven't seen that movie.
We'll watch it later.
It's great. It's good.
John doesn't remember half of
it's
it.
called the Tic Tac. And so you
I
had
did see this.
the fighter pilots up there. And they're like, holy shit, what the hell is this thing? And they can't track it with their... Now, these weapon systems are meant to track... Not meant for a bird. Meant for another weapon. And...
A marine iguana. Those are fucking incredible animals.
With the USOs, you talk about the military. There's a bunch of military sightings.
Yeah.
Of the USOs.
Off the coast of...
All over the place.
Catalina.
Okay, a lot in California.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all over the place. And look, I was in the Navy, and these guys don't just say
7
shit.
months.
Oh, my God.
If you listen to a commander of a fleet, but he's saying
If she
that he
wasn't a
saw
woman.
this shit,
If she wasn't a woman.
Oh, it's smack me too. I'm not a woman, ladies
your
and
lips are
gentlemen.
getting purple.
It's the flying.
Where are we at?
We were at the point where Mike wasn't in the military for more than 7 months.
More than me. So, I mean,
Shut up.
I can't... You want to tell the story again?
I got pinned by him.
It was just one time, a Marine recruiter, he came to my house and he said, you want to blow shit up and shoot you.
I had an addict.
You want to kick ass, shoot shit, and
And
blow
I
shit
was
up?
like, he's like, I need to be in the hospital for more than a week, and I'm like, no. But I was in the hospital for 3 days once.
And I had a pin in my hip. Oh, sorry.
John, no.
Goodbye.
John, no.
It was devastating. You don't even understand.
Well, it's obviously a sore topic.
Sorry, not sorry, sir. Can we continue?
Whatever. It's
We have
obviously
not
because-
touched on aliens once at this point.
We have. You've probably touched
Maybe
an
it was-
alien.
Maybe it was divine
I've touched
intervention.
an alien.
What's that?
Maybe it was divine intervention. I don't know.
Could be. Your life turned out the way it is for a reason. Don't look back and say, what if?
My tongue is purple.
So I'd be more inclined to believe commander of the U.S. ship
Well, yeah, they're highly trained.
rather than some drunk guy out in his backyard screaming at the
with your
sky.
dogs.
My dogs are fighting right now.
Why?
Because my deaf dog is dominant. Because she doesn't have her hearing sense, she has her I'm going to fuck you in the ass sense. Just like John.
I wonder how this is going to turn out.
No
It's probably going to turn out with you getting banged in the butt.
No way, no. I don't want to hear the noises. Like, oh. Ooh.
That's enough. Right downhill.
Somebody's gonna bark at you before they go. Don't you put it in my ass? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Watch all this out.
You ever watch Accidental Anal?
Accidentally anal?
Accidental Anal?
Is that on Pornhub?
Absolutely.
Is that how Blue on the States? Come on, man.
It's funny.
No.
You're going to look it up. I know you will.
I
If you
think
don't,
on Blue Waffle.
and then if you don't, I'm gonna send you.
And it made me
send you the
hungry
video.
for waffles on Monday, but I got cream chip beef instead. Because I like it on everything. Absolutely nothing that we talked about here was alien related or
I
ancient
think we're
alien
gonna have to
related.
rename this episode to
To
Aliens and
listen
shit.
at your own
Bullshit.
risk. It's going to be listen at your own risk. This might be about aliens. It might be about nothing.
Fire in the Sky.
Go ahead. Roll.
Fire in the
Did you watch the movie?
sky.
I did.
What do you think about what transpired on that? What's his name, by the way?
Oh, no,
I fucking
no.
remember.
What's my name?
You only had something you can look it up on. You access to some kind of information
Well,
space.
give me the laptop John didn't pull up because he's technologically challenged, and the only ones here that don't have a MacBook are you and me. And heaven forbid John pulls his MacBook up and gets touched by technology.
Touched by an alien.
You've been touched by an alien, I'm sure.
John's been touched by a lot more than alien, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that straight.
Fire in the Sky.
Fire in the sky.
Robert Lieberman.
No, who is the real guy?
Tracy Tomei. Based on Travis Walton's book.
Yes, that was upstate New York or slash part of Pennsylvania, I think.
I defer to you. Arizona.
Yeah, John
You
went
were
to
really
Arizona.
That was like Justin Bieber in Canada.
You live in Arizona. Let's hear what it's like.
What? I've never lived in Arizona.
You visited.
No, never.
Hello?
Oh, wait, yeah, I was there once.
Liar.
Was it the Grand Canyon? It's impressive. But
That's what I said.
I went with a backpack. I thought I was going to be... You get there, there's paved roads and...
Delete all of your information, Michael.
Nope. Travis Walton. But I think the fact that he doesn't even want to talk about it anymore...
Mike or you?
No, Travis Walton.
Have you asked him lately?
No, I haven't been upstate New York yet.
You've never been to upstate New York?
I've drove through it. That doesn't really count.
My sister lives in upstate New York.
But good for her.
You could spit on Canada from her house.
What was the joke? What was the joke earlier in the week? Between you, me, and Jack. Where Jack's sister called him and she was like, "Have you heard? Have you heard?" What was it? What was the joke?
I forget.
Come on, Mike. It was about like, "Have you heard all the shit that's going on between those two?"
Yeah.
Some about ass cheeks. Come on, bro.
Who? What to? These cheeks, and she hung up.
Yeah, but that's not funny because it's not the joke.
That was it.
It was funny when Jack told it, "Jack, if you're listening, you need to be a member on our fucking podcast." Please.
But what does that have to do with aliens?
It doesn't, because two cheeks are aliens.
We are so far off topic.
Who the fuck is going to listen to this? Not a single individual. And if you do, congratulations to you. It's because you want to make love to one of our voices. It's probably Mike.
Please make love all over my face.
Somebody make love all over my face because I'm desperate for attention.
You guys.
I can't even lie. Listen, you're the one with the ring on your finger here. The rest of us are desperate for love.
Desperate for love?
In all the wrong places. I don't know what to say here. Are we going to have to redo this one too?
No, we'll get it done.
There's going to be a lot of editing.
I would just like to tell anybody who actually listened this far in the podcast that I'm sorry for anything that's been said up to this point. It's not factual. It's not true. I had a rough week. I drank a little. I don't care. All I know is that nothing that you heard tonight is actually 100% positively factual. And if you came to this podcast, you clearly aren't looking for positively factual. So congratulations to you for sticking by to this point. How many minutes are we into this podcast, Mike?
41.
41. So we haven't even hit an hour.
I don't think we talked to
Which means that you haven't finished.
So
you mentioned it.
Here's the one thing that I got a problem with ancient aliens, with the whole theory. So if these ancient aliens come down and shaped humanity, so you're saying humanity has no responsibility for anything that happened up till now? It's all due to these ancient aliens coming.
Negative, sir. Humanity has every responsibility for what's happened up till now.
Tell me what they say.
So they say we evolved from apes. I'm going to pull one from old Giorgio here. And he says, okay, so if we evolved from apes, why did we, in cold weather, we evolved from having hair to protect us from cold weather to going bald to having to wear hair, like animal hair, basically? Why would evolution go that route?
It makes no sense to me. I don't believe in evolution.
You have to believe in evolution.
No.
I'm sorry for hiccuping. You absolutely have to believe in evolution.
I don't.
So where do we come from?
So it's a bunch of hick-ass aliens in outer space, like all drunked up and coked out, and let's stop there. We look at the ocean there. We'll fuck some monkeys and shit.
No,
that's basically what the Anunnaki were, right?
I don't believe that either.
Knocked up a bunch of monkeys.
No. I believe that evolution and creation are the same thing. That evolution is really just adaptation. And we didn't evolve from monkeys.
I can't agree with that because I don't believe that all humans have the ability to adapt and overcome.
I think they do.
I think only a select few of the elite, aka me, have the ability to adapt and overcome to certain situations. Have you seen me? I'm elite.
Elite. She's elite. She's an elite fighting force.
I don't believe in evolution either. I think Darwin was I don't know. I think he was wrong.
Why?
I don't believe that we came We morphed into what we are now from fucking monkeys.
We had to come from somewhere, John, because when the big boom happened, we weren't dinosaurs roaming the earth. So what happened, bro? Have you seen Jurassic Park 13?
The latest one with Chris Pratt?
Pratt.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
one.
he was in like 2 of the latest ones, but the latest one with Chris Pratt.
But the one where he was in that crystal ball rolling down the hill?
No, the second newest one with Chris Pratt.
I don't think I saw that.
In a museum. Back in America, where all the
yeah,
dinosaurs
yeah.
were, and then he just let them loose back into the world so that it could open up a new entire Jurassic World 3. I can't even lie, I'm a fan, I'm waiting. I get wet at night thinking about it.
Oh my God. So,
That makes me wet. I can't lie.
here's where we're at.
We know nothing about aliens, we know nothing about ancienticity. All we know
Ancienticity?
is that...
Antiquity, you mean?
I don't think antiquity is even a word.
It is.
I don't care what you say or how you say it.
I can look it up.
I don't care.
You know, I like fact check.
Well, yeah, Michael just fact checked the fuck out of everything we say and ruin this entire podcast. You people are welcome.
So, we have not really even touched on ancient alien theory. We haven't really
he said what it was.
touched on
Can
aliens.
I give a shout out?
Shout out, go ahead.
I would like to shout out to the Brohio podcast, who, even though they are not listening to this right now, need to know that the reason that we keep going is because that I listen to them every week and realize that if people listen to that, it's fucking great. But if people listen to that, then they almost have to listen to us?
Almost.
Almost.
You're
I mean,
welcome.
we are fucking terrible, but
If you
the Ohio podcast is what I live for every week. I fall asleep. I don't even fall asleep. I listen to it when I go to bed, then I touch myself, get off, and fall asleep after they're done. So if they're listening, they now know.
So, well, we did episode 1, and
We're like Star Wars. We just keep going and going.
I listened to it, and I was like, oh, fucking no, there's no way we can put this out. I curse way too much. John's way too gay. Katie drinks too much. And
But she's still so sexy that people have to listen to her customer service voice to get off.
and then Katie said, no, you gotta listen to Brohio. And so I'm sitting
they're
there,
fucking great.
I listen to Brohio. I can't stop listening to it now.
Because Brohio
They're good.
sets the tone. Brohio sets the tone for people who just don't give a fuck. And that's what I love about those two.
Well, they have the same background as us.
It's not even that they have the same background as us. It's those two just don't care. And that's what I love about them, is their podcast is so fucking great.
They could borderline be comedians. In my opinion.
Just because you'd fuck them both in the ass, they're both married, John.
They would probably both take it in the ass. So,
Are
anyway.
you done? I respect those men much more than I respect you two. I'm just telling you.
That is hurtful.
If I had a heart.
Nick Delicious, if you're listening, I want your autograph on my boobies, which are size triple D. Put that in your next podcast and smoke it.
Next. All right, so I think we're done here.
Yeah, we are.
We're finished.
Again, you people have not learned anything. You've just listened to us talk about bullshit for the past hour. Aliens wasn't even actually a topic. Ancient aliens wasn't even a topic. We brought it up a couple times.
Ideas.
But then at the end of the day, we just basically talked over each other and didn't care. So you're welcome. Hope you enjoyed it. Love you. See you next week.
Little baby cabal is joining the party.
I paid too much money for that.
We done?
We done. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great week.
Good night.
Go out there,
And
take on the world, and for the love of God, come back next week. Love you.
Hold on, stop.
Welcome back to the Shit Show 2.0.
I'm actually amazed that we're all friends.
Oh, this is gonna go downhill, bro.